Welcome back, everybody. When we think of these murderers and madmen, when we think of serial killers, one who is perhaps the most diabolical, the most grotesque, is the cannibal of Milwaukee, Jeffrey Dahmer. Tracy Edwards was slated to be Dahmer's 18th victim. Tracy was lured to Dahmer's home, and while the two had drinks, Tracy was drugged. Here's the story of the only escape from Dahmer's chamber of death.
Okay, then he tells me to lay on the floor face down, okay? But for some reason, I just couldn't let him do that, you know? He just handcuffed me. So I kind of laid on my side, like, right? And then he lays across me and asks me to let him listen to my heartbeat or whatever. So he puts his head on me, you know? And then I knew then that he was going to really start going off. I had to think of something, so I told him I had to use the restroom. And so at that point, I was contemplating then. I said, well, I'm going to have to do something now. Either he's going to kill me anyway, so I might as well at least die trying, okay? At least get out trying or whatever, because I wasn't going to stand there. So he was just sitting there like I wasn't even there no more, in a transcendent state, just rocking and nodding, you know, and stuff like that. And then I said, well, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and he didn't respond right at that moment, okay? So I stood up, right? And I hit him in the head, like he was sitting just the same exact place as you are. And he had his head like turned more to the side, like. So I hit him right here. Okay, so I hit him right here. And his head turned over. And as I was getting up, I kicked him in the face, because I guess he didn't know I had martial arts experience too. Yeah, from my brother and my father, which, you know, and everything like that. And then I ran towards the door. And I was trying, I guess God was with me, because I didn't even know which lock to turn.
Which of those 8 locks?
And I had put my hand on the right lock.
Only one was locked?
That one, he had that one locked and one deadbolt lock, but you had your choice. And I made the right choice, so God had to be with me. As I was turning the door, I saw him swinging a blade at me, right about my head area. So I ducked and I spun and I hit him in the groin area. And then he kind of just like, it was like a glancing blow. It really didn't hurt him all that much. So he got up as I was turning the knobs to reach and grab my arm again, you know, and then I had to hit him again. And it just looked like, sit back and come back, you know, and told me that, you know. After he started grabbing me as I was going out the door.
You pull yourself away.
Right.
You run down one flight of stairs.
Right.
You're in the streets.
Right.
You run into a cop car right away?
Yeah, as soon as I get out. First, when I was running through the hall, I guess the people heard the struggle in the building. They asked me what was going on. I was so much in shock, I couldn't say anything. I just kept running until I saw the cops. It was like a half a block as I got outside. Yeah. Yep, and the cops was there then.
And what'd you say? Who said what to who? You know, whom?
Okay, I stopped the cops. I came up to them. But should I have my attorney up here since cases is pending?
Just introduce yourself.
Yes, this is S.A. Salat. I'm the attorney representing Mr. Tracy Edwards in this action against the city of Milwaukee. At that point in time, when Tracy ran down the stairs, the officers were parked on the street. He sought their help. They denied him that help. They forced Mr. Edwards to walk back up to the apartment after ridiculing him, asking him, who did you know? Which one of us did you escape from? Because he had a handcuff on. What are you, some type of homosexual in this area? He said, no, my life was just about to be taken upstairs. They said, well, go up there and tell him to take the handcuff off. He walks upstairs by himself, no assistance from the Milwaukee Police Department, knocks on the door. Dahmer's opened the door and said, come in. I'll take the handcuffs off. Mr. Edwards, in fear again, runs back downstairs, tells the officer, he won't take the handcuffs off. He wants me to come back in. I cannot go back in there. He would kill me. And at that time, there's only one officer come upstairs to seek to give him some assistance, and you can take him back inside the apartment. What happened?
All right, as we go back inside, right, me and one officer, the other one was coming through there. So I sit, and he asks Dahmer, was he some type of freak or something, you know? Dahmer agreed with this man. He said he was. I guess he thought I was, if it was just a homosexual thing or something like that, they'll just forget about it or whatever. He was all cool and calm. Yep. And then the other officer comes upstairs. And they asked him where the key is. He told them it's in the bedroom or something, you know? Yep. But he didn't want the officers to go in there. One was trying to go in. He went in the bedroom, and Dahmer got real violent and aggressive, you know? he turned back into the person I was telling him about. Because at first the cops would not let me talk. They was telling me to shut the fuck up. You know, simple as that. I couldn't say anything, you know, until that point. And the officer one went in there, and the other one had to just grab Dahmer and throw him on the floor. And the other guy came out with pictures, you know, of the mutilated bodies. Yeah. And then they believed me. I told them where one knife was, because I had managed to slip one knife away from this guy. He had knives like strapped in all different areas of his body, you know. And I didn't know if he had a gun or not. I didn't know when to make the right move or anything of that nature.
Did the cops check out the refrigerator? Or
no, yeah, one officer opened the refrigerator and he threw up. He threw up. And I'm surprised I didn't throw up. You know? It's just like God was with me. I didn't have time for panicking. I was so fearful then.
You're a lucky man.
You know.
On the 28th day of November, 1994, Jeffrey Dahmer was bludgeoned to death in prison by a fellow inmate. It could not have happened to a nicer fellow.